Get right to Jim Stratman, who is live with the breaking update this morning for us on that plant explosion from yesterday. Jim, just in the last few minutes here, the company now confirming some of its employees were killed in the blast.
Yeah, Grace, we knew from last night that 12 people were injured in this explosion. We knew at least 2 of them were in critical or had life-threatening injuries. And now learning this morning from the company that 2 of their employees have passed away. They sent us a statement, and that statement does read in part: "We are deeply saddened to share the news that 2 of our team members lost their lives in this accident. We are grieving with the families, friends, and loved ones of those that were lost and injured during this very difficult time." Now, again, the blast itself happened around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and we knew yesterday that all of the victims were employees of the Givaudan plant. Now, as you just saw, the damage from the blast is extensive. I mean, from the site itself all the way to homes and businesses blocks away. Councilman Andrew Owen actually described that and described what he saw when he was going door to door last night.
I knocked on doors of the neighbors who live next to the facility, went inside one of the houses, and one of the guys showed me a piece of metal about the size of an old cannonball that was laying on the floor of his kid's bedroom that had come through the window.
This morning's the cause of the blast is something that officials are still trying to work out. In fact, Mayor Greenberg said in his update last night that federal reconstruction crew from the ATF were on their way to Louisville, and they would be helping in that investigation to determine what caused this blast. Now, right now, we're told there's no threat to people here in the area as far as chemicals or hazardous material goes. We do expect to get an update from city officials a little bit later on this morning, so we'll get that new information to you as soon as we get it, both on air and online. Grace?
Thank you. Clifton Baptist Church is one of the places nearby that saw damage. Pastor Jason Deming said after he heard the blast, he immediately checked to see if people were okay. He later realized that the stained glass windows in the historic church were shattered. The church is hosting a service for people to grieve today.
It's easy to see the physical damage of this space. It's a little harder to see the emotional and kind of spiritual wounds that may be happening from this.
Deming says anybody is welcome at tonight's service. It starts at 6:30 at the church on the corner of Bel Air and Frankfurt Avenues. There is a history at the plant site. There was actually another deadly explosion there back in 2003 while it was under different ownership. WHAS 11's Clarice Shaley and chief photojournalist Philip Merle talked to a woman who says that blast killed her stepfather.
The explosion from the nearby plant rips through Frankfurt Avenue. Its force leaving a path of destruction a few blocks from the plant.
And I was just sitting in my living room, and all at once, boom! I mean, I knew it was an explosion.
The afternoon explosion brings Betty Bennett back 21 years ago. When the same plant exploded, she says it killed her stepfather, Louis Perry.
I mean, it was the same sound, and like 20 minutes after we heard the explosion in 2003, there was a knock on my door, and it was my sister's telling me that my stepdad had been killed over there in the explosion.
From the WHAS 11 archives in 2003.
He was doing the normal good job that he always does.
Shock settles in as her heart goes out to the people injured in the explosion.
I'm wanting to know how many times this is going to have to happen before they close the place down.
According to the investigative findings in 2003, a process vessel became overpressurized and failed, evacuating 26 people. The reports also said that D.D. Williamson did not have adequate operating procedures or training programs in place for some of the operations. In Louisville, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
If for any reason you've been displaced because of the explosion, the Galt House wants to help. The downtown hotel is offering a discounted rate of $99 a night. To book, you do have to go in person and talk to the employees at the front desk to explain the situation. And if you have damage to your house or property, city officials want you to leave all of the debris where it is and call MetroSafe at 502-574-2117. Leaving everything in its place will help investigators piece together what happened. And again, Mayor Craig Greenberg will give an update at 10 this morning. We'll bring you that new information on air and online as soon as we get it.